Yep, thanks, brother. Thanks for having me. My name's Dre Z Melodi. I want to play another original song for you. A little medley. Medley from Melody. Hear that voice of giant calling me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hear that voice of giant calling me in the wilderness. Hear that voice of giant calling me. Yeah. Come with me. A mighty Jah is everything. Love set free. And each and every one shall be. Only Jah him know the time when life see. Hear that voice of giant calling me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hear that voice of giant calling me in the wilderness. Hear that voice of giant calling me. Yeah. Thank you, Andrew, for having me.
Thank you for coming. I mean, this is kind of undescribable for people to actually take time out of their life to come do this with me, but I appreciate sharing, and you guys, the music's so healing. It's just so healing.
It's very healing for me to just to play and to know that this connection and to share it is the ultimate service to not only people I love, but people unknown to me who are potentially listening.
Right?
So thank you for sharing.
And I think a lot of attention out there is always focused on the negative and the bad and like the fires in California or something. But when you can put out there a positive message that's so kind of I don't know, it's captivating, and it can make you feel a little bit better on that day instead of just focusing on negative. You can focus on something beautiful instead, you know?
So let it be done, because we're using this technology for good. Like His Majesty taught, and sharing the living word, not only from our hearts, but good intentions, backed by melodies of healing frequencies, to flood social media, YouTube, and internet waves with positive and good things.
Right. And there's a lot of people out here that you can like rely on, that we're not all against each other. We're all here kind of trying to help each other, but don't know how all the time.
Yeah.
Can't afford it.
Yeah.
But sometimes just sharing experiences helps other to feel a little bit better about their own experience.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for playing so far. What can you tell me the name of the last song?
That was called
I mean, I know you said it was like
Voice of Jah.
Voice of Jah.
Yeah, and it's off of my In Psalm album.
Okay.
Yeah. I put out 2018, 2017. Um,
When you said you put out 20 albums?
I've produced about 20 albums. I think there's 8 that are not released because we released them pre-internet.
Mm.
And so I have all the copies, but I haven't put them all online yet. And we're talking about Mystic Vision from here in Albuquerque. I produced, we have a good 10 albums, 9 or 10 albums. And I only put 2 of them up online, which are available on iTunes and Spotify. You can catch some of the old Mystic Vision stuff on YouTube. But I have 8 albums, 9 to 12 tracks each album. Had to feature JB, Mwata from St. Vincent, and myself, even Joseph General. I produced most of the beats, the tracks, the chords, with a couple other producers here and there. And then we would all take turns doing vocal parts and collab tunes, and maybe individuals would have their own song. I would have a couple of my own songs. But in any case, we would just get very creative. But I was usually the one responsible for making most of the music.
Okay.
So with that, I was very privileged as a very young person to start my production journey very young, and it's been a beautiful journey.
Right.
Yeah, brother, and to share this positivity, and it's never an easy thing. A lot of some stuff I wish I would put out that never got out. It's a lot of work and energy to publish and to make sure the business side is good, and your ASCAP or BMI is registered before you put the song out, and
Right.
and who's getting the splits on this on streams. Today's world, there's so much more details to music.
Yeah, you gotta have someone who uploads the stuff almost like as a job, really, because there's so much to put out still.
I just signed with Zodiac Worldwide Reggae distribution,
Okay.
and I had a couple of friends that were working there, and it really helped my music. Although I wish I could do everything myself, this distribution company makes it easy for me because it's their job, and they keep track of some of the logistics, and then just sending the payments to my PayPal.
Yeah, because I think the average person who listens to Spotify probably thinks, oh, they just upload. It's so easy. You just go on there and here's another song. Upload. But you got 8 or 9 albums that you gotta. I mean, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yeah. And
I mean, if you're on it, at least like full days of more than a week, just full day working on it, which takes time away from writing or playing or doing.
Absolutely. In my case, I have a big family, so it's
Yeah, you got a lot of people
a lot of
that you're also taking care of.
other people, other mouths to feed,
Mm-hmm.
people to care for. Yeah, so give thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, I give thanks every
I'll
day.
play as many songs as you want to hear. You just let me know.
Keep it rolling.
Let's keep it rolling. We'll play a little more music, and then we'll have some more conversation.
Okay.
But give thanks for having me.
I do.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, when I say give thanks, I'm telling you I give thanks for you. But also we give thanks on our side. But thank you, yeah. Making this happen, making the space here in your home. Not sure why this guitar is going to tune this.
It's like technology has become very helpful and then very hindrance.
Yes. Both at the same time. Ooh, yeah. Why? Ooh, yeah. How, yeah. How, yeah. Hey, yeah. Highly and his angels slew the dragon down. Free the people how they want to keep us all locked down. Nah, Michael and his angel keep the dragon down. No more domination, stop their vaccination. Yeah, yeah, cruising on the King's Highway. Love and protection, blessings come your way. Come let we sing our reverence, chant Yahweh. But from the hot spring to a fun eye. Oh yeah, yeah. Highly and his angels slew the dragon down. Free the people how they want to keep us all locked down. Michael and his angels keep the dragon down. No more domination, stop their vaccination. Yeah, we're cruising on the King's Highway. Love and protection, blessings come your way. Come make we sing a reverence, chant Yahweh. Up on the earth, olive and spring. I sing a new song, joy, salvation. Fire go before him. So highly king, while the people trembling. Free them. Highly and his angels slew the dragon down. Free the people how they want to keep us all locked down. Michael and his angel keep the dragon down. No more domination, stop their vaccination on our children. Yeah. Brainwash education. Whoa, yeah. Highly and his angels slew the dragon down. Free the people how they want to keep us all locked down. Michael and his angel keep the dragon down. No more domination, stop their vaccination. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. More fire.
More. Let me get you a glass of water, because
Thank you. I feel like a really huge dab rip, and I'm gonna sing a Bob Marley song.
Let's do it.
A political one.
Okay.
or a hit or spliff or anything. What you feel like?
I have both.
What-
We could do some of yours if you want to try. Or
Yeah, we could try some of mine. I'll have our individual connection take off.
And we have our connections to each other.
And each other.
If you
Yeah.
don't hug often, you're not going to get that one-on-one, I care about you, you care about me. Even if it's 5 seconds. You know, you don't get, it's like how a baby needs to be held.
Of course, yeah.
Because it needs that touch, it needs that, you're going to be okay. And then we need that as adults because life is hard. Life is really hard for some people, really hard. And I've had an advantage being raised with the family I'm a part of. And I think if we could hug more, talk to each other, share more, whether it's spiritual, whether it's historical, whether it's something you did.
Yeah.
It's
a connection.
that could help our mental health.
Definitely.
Which can help us in general.
Yeah.
And then maybe we feel like we won't need guns. I don't know. You know, I don't carry one. Whatever happens, happens.
I don't carry one.
That was the path. You know? It's just part of life.
Yeah.
Here today, gone tomorrow. You don't know.
No,
When it happens, it hurts.
We're not guaranteed the future.
But you hope for more.
Yeah. We have faith.
You wake up hoping for another day.
Of course. So every day is a blessing. You're like, what? Thanks, Most High. Woo!
I'm still
Yeah,
here.
thanks. I'm still
I didn't
here.
used to wake up feeling like that. I used to wake up going, man, I'm still here.
Really?
Yeah, when you're an alcoholic, you're not partying it up. You're trying to forget. You're trying to get away from those thoughts of war, whatever, you know, abuse from life and people you know or whatever.
Bro.
You're trying to escape. It's not a party.
No, bro.
People who drink way too much, they're not partying. They're escaping.
That's sad, bro.
But I got well by not drinking, period. And I wish I would have took the path you did where you're like, yeah, I don't drink at all. I don't do that. And I say that now, but I wish I could say I never, because I would have had less hardship if I had not drank.
Oh, for sure.
And it's such a poison for your mental health.
But yet there's this brewery on every corner. And on an alcohol, a liquor store in the ghettos, more so than in the wealthy areas, you have Whole Foods and the yoga center.
Well, and if everybody only had a drink during social settings, the beer and liquor company would go out of business because they're not drinking it up.
And that's the issue with Dre Z music, I think a small part of it.
Merchandise.
I don't promote alcohol. You won't see me say, cheers! Nah. I'm a spiritual warrior. And I think people love that, but sometimes, breweries and club owners don't always appreciate that I say, let's have a drink together, and help promote their product. When can I have water? Can I have, a juice?
Yeah.
And all my friends don't drink either. Some of them do.
See,
But there's a majority that don't.
and I find more people who don't drink, and it's easier to have a closer connection and not feel like it's superficial. Because when we're drinking, we're kind of hazed. Everything's whatever. She's, he's cool, she's cute, whatever.
So it's not the real you. It's not the real essence.
It's not my true focus.
It's not my true focus.
But I also see that people like us strive to help people around us, not when you're drinking, it's all about you.
It's all about you. Very selfish thing. And that's why I'm a servant of the Most High, because my music was so important to me. I can't tell you, brother. In my 20s, since I was, freshman year, my first reggae band called Dreaming Gaia, we would play at the church. I didn't go to church, but that's where we play, because they would open the doors for us as a venue. The kids would come, they would dance. in a freshman year, 15, I was doing dances, singing for people, Bob Marley songs and my own funky songs, Jimi Hendrix and stuff, and always reggae. And then once I became an adult, I played all through high school. Once I became an adult, I was too young to even get in the clubs. I had to sign paper that I wouldn't drink. I'm like, I don't drink, but I still had to sign the paper to play these clubs in Albuquerque. And then when I finally moved down here, my friends would be like, Dre, we're going out to go see a show. We're going out to hang. My best friend, my drummer, Joseph General, he didn't really drink. He drinks here and there. But him and I mainly, and then my other bass player, Nathan, my band from high school, he liked to drink beers and, get fucked up with his friends, which was cool. He was always a good guy. But the majority of my friends coming from high school and in college days drank, except my brethren and I, Joseph. But for me personally, all my friends would be like, let's go, Dre Z, we're coming here. There's a party tonight. I would always be in my lab. I'd be like, no, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going out tonight. I'm going to work on my music. Bro, because my mom bought me music equipment. Really nice stuff. So I would go and I would make music, bro. I would produce. Instead of going to party, I would produce.
Right.
Time and time again, my friends would be like, Dre, come on. But when I could play a show, that's when I'd come out because I'd be ready. I'd be prepared. So ever since I was very young, the Most High has kind of trained me to work on my craft. So this is why I sing the way I do and play the way I do, because I've sacrificed party time, friends time, just for my music. Like, I have thousands of recordings, brother. I've recorded over 30 tracks from Midnight alone. I've recorded 20 albums. Jeez. 20. I've recorded so much music. I play drums, bass, guitar, percussion. I do my own harmonies, of course my own vocals, my own solo leads, bass line pickings, mixing. I do my own engineering. I know it all, and I'm a self-taught. I wish I would have gone to school to enhance my business side, because the business side is what's kind of eating me right now, and I'm really working on publishing. But I have so much works out there. My vocals, I've been working on for since I was in high school, and I'm still working on my craft. So a lot of sacrifice of even social time. So when I did come out, I shined differently. So I feel very special in that way and preserved. So this is my time to share. I have a lot to offer for New Mexico and the world, and that's why we are here today. So thank you so much, AJ, for interviewing me and sharing what I've preserved here in New Mexico amongst, so many influences and what have you, bad influences that I've strayed from, And New Mexico's a lovely place, and trust me, I still go to parties. I love to hang out with my friends, and let me be the designated driver, though. I'll come up and I'll smoke a spliff with you, and it's a great time, but let me take care of you and drive you home.
And get safe.
And so I instill this in my children, and I hope that they react the same way. I have a daughter in college at State. I have a son in UNM. I have another son that works at TLC that fixes people's plumbing. He's really good, by the way. My eldest son is my drummer.
Yes.
And he's becoming a reggae vanguard, learning the production side of it. And
how old is he?
He's 22.
22. You should talk to him about doing all your social media accounts.
Definitely.
Because that's how you get yourself out now.
Yeah.
I'm on like 4 different ones, but there's several more. And I think if you put your music out, say all of it if you want, on Spotify and everything else that plays music or podcasts or whatever, and shorts is where it's at for your Instagram and for your YouTube. Other than that, it's hard to get like promotion style. You have to know the business of merchandise or
that's a very challenging part.
How to get it out there in people's, because it used to be flyers.
Yeah.
You'd be at the mall or something, and people would hand out a flyer.
That's what we used to do. We'd flyer up Albuquerque.
Mixtapes, burn DVD or CDs. But now it's like social media, and it sucks because that's part of the system. of like misinformation or bad information or fear is also on YouTube and other podcasts where they talk, hate and discrimination or whatever.
I've had good experience on social media so far.
Good.
I am on Facebook, Dre Z Melodi on Facebook, Dre Z Melodi, IG, Dre Z Melodi on X.
Yes.
I'm not on TikTok, but
I'm not on X or TikTok.
Okay, but I do have a YouTube channel that just hit over 500 subscribers.
Nice.
Yes, so I'm trying to up my YouTube channel. I've had a lot of music videos, and I'm trying to do more. But at the same time, raising my children and spending a lot of time with my family takes a lot of my time. I cook a lot for my children. I make sure that they get out that door, they got breakfast burrito. I'm making eggs. I'm making potatoes, and just boom. Some of them eat cheese, some of them don't.
Right.
I never put meat in it. I'll put some vegetarian meat or tofu or something. But for the most part, we're vegetarians at my house. But I give my children the option. And when they go to grandma's, they're allowed to eat burgers and just no pork. But for a Rastafarian ancestors' guidance, but same way.
Right.
May I use the restroom?
Yes, right over there.
Okay, thank you. I got Facebook from my father.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my family's it's very rough in Espanola
and
Velarde. There's a lot of problems and a lot of spiritual warfare going on. Dark spirits, drug spirits.
Drugs.
Yeah, and alcohol and jealousy and greed but my family is such good people, and it's like we're just the victims of just some evilness.
It's all around. You just have to watch out for it.
You have to watch out for it. But that's why I'm here, because I'm a force of good through reggae music, through Rastafari music, and evil doesn't like me. So it's run and flee evil spirits from us and from me, because Dre Z here is to bring awareness and justice of our people who are oppressed from drugs, alcohol, violence, poverty. Yeah.
I agree.
And I'm just a little humble youth, I've been through what I've been through, and I'm a healer.
And you have to be a warrior.
And a warrior.
Because every day.
That's right.
Every day you got to work on your mental health and your spiritualism and whatever your craft is.
That's right.
Or the person that's next to you.
That's right. And we have things that protect us, including angels, good thoughts. We chase bad thoughts. My Coptic crosses, this is from Ethiopia. My teacher, Von Benjamin. I love crystals, right? I'm not sure why, but when he was alive and when I was young, I gave him a really fabulous crystal. He said, "You don't know what you just did, Dre." I said, "What?" He said, "This is protection. You're protecting me." He said, "You gave me something very powerful." I was like, wow. So this is why I wear quartz, because quartz has a vibration not only to ward off electromagnetics physically, but there's a power to quartz crystal, not that we worship it.
It's in our electronics.
Thank you.
It's like a storage.
Yes.
So, like it's probably soaking up all the music and stuff.
Yes, and it puts it out, and it helps protect me. See this, a Coptic cross? This is handmade from Ethiopia. This also is what we do as Ras, what the elders teach me. Because Bob said, give us the teachings of His Majesty. His Majesty was a Christian. So give us the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want no devil philosophy.
Right.
So I'm not saying that every religion is a devil philosophy. I'm just listening to my elders.
Right.
Because this is the God of my ancestors.
Yeah.
I didn't choose Rasta. Rasta chose me. Rasta chose you. So Bob said it. So I'm going to listen.
Right.
Give us the teachings of His Majesty. And so this is why we need this protection for our spiritual well-being and health. And this is why I carry these. And of course, no one's perfect. I've been a father. I've had a lot. I've learned a lot. I make a lot of food for my children and care for them, but yet still, I have troubles in other sectors, you know, and I love learning. I'm open to learn, you know, and I feel like I have so much to learn, but I've learned so much.
Agreed. I'm learning probably every day about myself and other people, and I try to strengthen my own mental well-being by warding off negative stuff, negative people, negative talk, negative topics.
Yes.
But also trying to stay with that there needs to be an awareness in many areas of this country.
Definitely.
But yeah, I agree. Go right ahead.
Yes, brother. Excuse me.
You're good.
Just get this E to perfection and I'll be happy.
Cool.
Now, do you play guitar, yeah?
No, I
Oh, you
wish.
don't? Oh.
I started taking lessons,
Oh, okay.
and just to be honest, the guy started preaching to me, some Christian,
Ooh.
and I'm sorry, but
You're like, I'm not trying to hear that.
that to me is, I don't need to be preached to. I mean, I was raised a Jehovah's Witness,
Oh, snap.
and so I went door to door to everyone's house.
You did?
I had to do that as a kid. So,
Oh, snap.
and you learn scripture. You don't, like, I had to memorize scripture.
Oh, snap,
So
brother.
when people try to, talk to me about Christianity or come to their church, I'm
So
like,
you know scripture very well.
yeah, and it's not a pleasant
I see.
thing in my life.
It was a bad taste in your mouth because it was a certain aspect of it when these stories are just the stories of our ancestors. But if it's a bad taste in your mouth, for me, for instance, my mom wasn't Christian, although her mom was. My mom was a hippie, and we were in the woods camping. I was doing mushrooms.
Yeah.
I was free. I didn't have to go to church. I could grow my dreadlocks. I could smoke my weed in high school as a freshman. I smoked with my mom. We'd go camping. My mom was the most spiritual, but earthy spiritual. But when I come to find the Bible, it was through Rasta. So I can see how, in your terms, and I've talked to a lot of people who have had bad taste in their mouth from certain scriptures, but I don't judge because we're still the same.
Right.
We're still the same, and I love you just the same. And you don't have to read scripture to find God, to find the Most High.
Yeah.
Because we know we're all brothers and sisters on this planet. But this is what I've been taught by my elders and my teacher, who is Von Benjamin of Midnight, and other Rastafarian elders. We refer to scriptures, but other teachings also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
see where
and
you're coming from.
I'm okay with everyone sharing their faith and their opinion or their learning or lesson, whatever. It's when they start trying to convert. I have my own beliefs, I have my own faith, I have my own thinking about the world. And it doesn't have anything that like excludes or negatively shades on other people's religion.
That's right.
It's just my own personal experience.
And that's what Rasta is, because we're not here to convert. We're really here to remind people and see. Haile Selassie said we must live side by side with those of other faiths.
Mm-hmm.
We must. And respect them. Our Muslim brothers, I have a Muslim brother in Jamaica. I was like, I'm coming, brother. He was like, maybe you can come to a mosque with me and come to a service. I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing I'm an Orthodox Christian and a Rastafari, but I love my Muslim brother. I would go in 10 seconds to hang out with him, but it was too busy. I was so busy in Jamaica. I was like, I was back and forth.
Yeah.
But I came. He don't smoke, but I smoked a spliff. But that Jamaican herb was so heavy, I was falling asleep. I felt so bad. He was like, I understand you're tired. You're going hard here in Jamaica.
Yeah, you try to keep up.
But there's good people all over the planet.
Yeah. that's what I've also learned too when I served in Afghanistan. It was they weren't all they.
That's right.
There's a small portion of them that hides and attacks, but most of them are just
Are good.
farmers.
Bro, and most of Americans
And
are
very
good
nice.
people too.
Very generous. They would sacrifice their one goat to feed a bunch of us. That's how they were.
That's how we are. People, we just feed, Mexicans feed people. Native Americans open their house
feed
for
other
feast
people.
days. Humans are probably 99.9% exact same culture, but there's a small percentage that want war, they want hate, they want to control everybody, they want people unhealthy, they don't want unity. But unfortunately, they're very powerful people because they use dark energy and dark magic, which we don't deal with.
Well, and they're televised and
They're wealth.
scripted by wealth and all the other BS.
Yeah, Bridget. So
the
we come to fight spiritual forces in high and low places.
Right.
And that's what Bob Marley did. He influenced millions. There's another Dre Z in another country right now. And Bob said it, you know, when they tried to kill one prophet, many others came forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been blessed by, in my opinion, a prophet named Von Benjamin. He's my friend. You listen to his lyrics, you gotta rewind on midnight. Akibeka. He was very intelligent. He had his master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
He loved scripture.
Mm-hmm.
He loved everybody. He saw them for who they were. You know how special I was to be such a small, not small, but a young adult, having Von Benjamin give me a chance to sing with him. So let me sing a song for you guys.
Please.
This song's called Mystically Alone. Now is this song you could okay.
Yeah, it should be good.
So I could just sing right where I'm at. I don't have to like it. Okay. I'm still mad at this E.
And this isn't live, so
Oh, okay.
I can go through and clean it up to where,
Oh, okay.
and I'm only promising that that's all on because I have it all connected and I turned it on and I started it and it says it started, but I'm not technically, like, my brother would know how this stuff works way better, but I'm still learning. So
okay.
it's recording, and it's recording. I'm just hoping that I did it right.
Okay. No problem. Let Jah be praised while we pray for our blessings to rise. Thank you, Most High, for everything you've done and everything you're doing now. Oh, thy Most High Jah, Rastafari, love and health and strength. I'd like to let you know, in case I thought that I would see you one last place, mystically alone in the lace. Remember all those Jah won't slip away, no, no, no. To let you know, in case I thought that I would see you one last place now, mystically alone, interlaced. Remember all those good times, may not get erased now. When time on my hands but seem to slip away, but love won't slip away, no, no. Me gusta cantar a viento porque vuela mis cantares y digo lo que yo siento por todos lugares. Atravesé la montaña, avenida de las flores, y una rosa braña que la flor de mis amores. Rastafari.
Definitely. Okay. So I'm a stoner, and I didn't realize that you had put the mic up there for me to plug in, and I didn't plug it in, but this mic was catching all of it. So I did plug it in now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I put it right there. I never.
And I didn't realize, like I didn't check that it. So now it's hot.
Do you want a little sound check? Yeah, I feel like I'm one of the most underrated artists New Mexico has to offer. And what a lot of people have even said, and I think it's just New Mexico does not know who I am.
Right.
I may have one of the most powerful voices and saying amazing things, but if no one can hear it,
Right.
how can they appreciate, you know? So
How do you see?
how you get to New Mexico, you know what I mean? And a lot of Hispanic people don't always get, you know, they see me in my turban, but this is power for me and very comfortable. But I can let my hair out and we could put it in a spiral and it attracts people. They'd be like,
Yeah. People ask me about my hair. It's interesting. Like the interest is not in a negative way at all.
no, it's always positive.
It's always positive.
Always.
And then you meet new people.
You know where I've gotten a lot of racism is Colorado. Colorado's very, very conservative and white. Not that's a bad thing, but each time I've gotten there, I've had some weird experiences in particular small town Colorado, like Ouray, which is a very white place.
Right.
But in New Mexico, always a lot of love, even with my turban, because people are very accepting here in New Mexico. I show up with my turban in Jamaica, I get a lot of love and a lot of respect because Rasta is loved in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
They know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is highly loved, you know. But in New Mexico, they don't always understand. But here, I've had so much good experience. But guaranteed to let my hair out. Ooh, we, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we love dreadlocks. We love Rasta here in New Mexico. We love that
Right.
for the most part.
People are very accepting here. Even the cops aren't like.
Thank you.
Cops here aren't rude or you know, assholes or anything.
They're not. They're good folks. I mean, not all of them. Of course, they shoot up the place, but I feel like I've had pretty good experiences.
For the most part, we don't have to march very much, but
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna need to soon.
Shh, that'd be crazy, you know?
I think there's gonna be. I don't know.
I marched for I've marched a couple times.
Yeah.
I was there in the Free Palestine March. I was there. Political as it was, you know, in peace, you know? Peace on earth.
But for peace.
For peace. For peace on earth.
Because you're also inadvertently marching for peace for, say, Israel also.
Yes.
Because you don't want them to get shot either.
No.
And people think, oh, you're for one side or the other. And it's like, no, it's for the general peace.
I hope no Israelis get shot, and I hope no Palestinians get shot. These are our brothers and sisters out there. We need more.
Right.
We need more unity.
Yeah.
You know, even in the reggae community, we're seeing that division. When we know that Haile Selassie is the lineage of Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Israel should recognize Haile Selassie's throne and the true lineage of the Solomonic dynasty is black. And we're here to defend the truth, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just all these ancient, I don't want to just say stories, but they're like events, people, things, teachings, and they all kind of came from a source, but then they branched out in their own cultural direction.
Yes.
And
are you talking about like Quran and Bible type of?
Yeah,
yes.
There's like, because you think Christian, and I don't mean this in a racial way, but you think of white American family, well dressed, clean cut, all that stuff. But then there's, you know, Catholicism is very strong too, and it's totally different culture. And the Muslims, then you have, you know, the Ethiopian, which I don't know anything about, so I don't want to put words that I'm still learning and I'm still just trying to understand. But I think they're all interesting stories. It's when they try to make you believe it be, you have to believe this way.
Right.
Because to me, that's fascism. Mm-hmm. You telling me how to believe.
Right.
Not you personally.
Right.
Somebody else.
Somebody else,
right. Whatever.
Telling you how to believe. Right.
Or else.
Right.
God's going to strike you down. Okay, well then I guess I'd rather be struck down because.
Right, but you know that's not true because we are. Oh, yes it will. Then I went to my brother. I said, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me. I got down on my knees, and there's been times that I thought I wouldn't last for long. Now I think I am able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know one change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Ooh, yeah. you for having me. I hope we got a good one in.
I think so.
Cool.
I think we got a really good one in, and I appreciate every minute because I feel like you gave me a lot of your time, so I'm a little overwhelmed with all the with how much you've given me. I'm still catching up on the appreciation of everything.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you for your time, for sitting and setting us up in your home.
Yes.
I come with love, strength. I come empty on my belly so I can be filled with the Spirit.
Right. Oh, you definitely filled me up, that's for sure. So I feel the vibration, the lightness, the uplifting. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, Andrew.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
having me. Thank you for having me. And don't forget to check me out on YouTube, Dre Z Melodi, on IG and Facebook. But also check for me in the area, Albuquerque. You know, we're looking to do some more things, so it's always a privilege.
Thank you so much.
Usually play this on the keyboard. This is why it's kind of taken me a minute, but it's keyboard, but it's just different.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of editing to clean it up later.
Yes, I give thanks and praise. This song's called Revolution.
Yes.
give my a rough. Woo, that was a rough one.
That was a good one.
I usually play on my keys, so
yeah. See, and I couldn't even imagine how your brain has to work. I'm sure it's more. You already know how. It's just the doing it right. Like you mentally know how to do from tune to tune.
Yeah.
From instrument to instrument, probably. But to see it all, I mean, this is decades and decades for you of playing.
Yeah.
Decades and decades.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. I'll be happy to teach you anything you want to know about. But I started on guitar.
Yeah.
Then I went to piano. Piano is pretty easy to sing and play piano, but so is guitar. But a lot of my chords, I match up to the tone of my voice. Mm-hmm. So a lot of my songs are in the key of E flat, B flat, which is not always the easiest to do on a guitar versus your regular G, D, and C. Mm-hmm.
I took piano lessons when I was, I don't know, like 8, 9, something like that. And I remember that I learned the whole song to Kokomo.
Oh yeah.
How to play
Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
I love the Beach Boys.
No, I didn't keep going because we like moved.
And
so everything changed in school and friends and everything. But I learned a little bit.
Oh, give thanks. Yeah. Because we heard that growing up. You heard the Beach Boys all the time, even on the radio. Like, I like that song. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. Mm-hmm. Some of my biggest influences growing up was definitely Bob Marley. My mom was a Chicana mom. She was a single mom who lived in a humble, single wide trailer. Mm-hmm. And that's how I grew up in the trailer park in Poake and even Espanola. Mm-hmm. I lived in Santa Fe for a minute. But she would blast Bob Marley, Linda Ronstadt, Spanish and reggae pretty much, and a little bit of Fleetwood Mac for sure.
Oh yeah, Fleetwood Mac.
A lot of these things were huge influences.
Classics, man.
Yeah.
See, I was raised on lots of multiple parents' music preferences. So, like my biological mom raised me on a lot of like oldies, R&B, Michael Jackson. Even Jackson 5 and that era type stuff. Barry White.
I love that stuff. My mom didn't listen to a whole lot of Michael, but because of Thriller and discovering that as kids, it actually scared me. The first time I thought Thriller, I was hiding behind something. I'll never forget at my babysitter's house. Yeah. What was your first experience with Thriller?
My mom would be singing it with a spatula in the living room.
Oh, bless her heart.
And it'd be loud as hell.
What?
So
that's blessed.
I'd come home from high school and then she'd be jamming it up.
I really came to appreciate Michael in my later years. And if I may refer to a movie, if that's okay, because here in America, we watch a lot of movies. I don't have TV. Ever since Obama took away the bunny ears, I never got a digital box. So we just watch old school movies, and we live in the mountains, and we don't get Netflix very well. Although we like Netflix, we have stacks and stacks of DVDs.
Oh yeah.
So we watch movies. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. Of course, I have Instagram and X, but it's still the same. We just shout out that love, and we receive it, and we pray for those in need, and we pray for the well-being of our planet. But in any case, I'm going to refer to the movie called Goonies.
Oh yeah.
We grew up with.
Love it.
Okay, we loved it. I saw it in the movie theater in Santa Fe. Another movie I was hiding behind the chair. But later I came to love it, and the particular line is, okay guys, chunk, okay guys, Michael Jackson didn't use the bathroom at my house, but his sister did. It's like, Chuck, you're telling another lie. So I tell my kids, when you were small, and I played with Mystic Vision, I was 24 years old, 25. And our backup singer by the name of Soul was dating Randy Jackson, Michael Jackson's little brother.
Okay.
And he came to see us
Okay.
as Mystic Vision,
Okay.
and really enjoyed us. We blew him away, and this was the time we were working with Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a couple shows with Midnight in California, and he came to see us, and he fell in love with Vaughn and Midnight, Randy Jackson. And he came back to New Mexico for a couple more shows.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the particular shows, my car broke down at my house in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And I called John. I said, my car's broke down. I'm going to be late for this show. He's like, you got to make a Dre. We're sending Randy to come get you.
Hell yeah.
So Randy Jackson came
That's pretty
in
cool.
his Porsche. It was a Porsche SUV. And I got a real rocky road. It was like, boom, 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 boom. He came fast, and he picked me up. But he said, may I use your restroom? I said, yes, Mr. Jackson, absolutely. So he ran in my house. It was a little messy. Forgive me, Mr. Jackson. He used the restroom, and so I told the kids, okay, guys, Michael Jackson didn't use the restroom at our house, but his brother did.
But his brother. There you go.
And they all laughed. But it's a great story. I have a lot of respect for the Jackson family and for Mr. Randy Jackson. And I did have a fuck up with, excuse my language, with our singer Soul, whom I was very fond of, and I love all of Mystic Vision. It's amazing human beings, and being an imperfect human, I messed up some things with our singer, and Randy Jackson was upset with me. I'm not going to speak about what those things are, but we're all human beings, and we're trying to be better human beings. And I feel to ask for forgiveness and mercy, and it's a growing process. But at the same time, I never lost my love or respect for Mr. Jackson, and coming to my house to pick me up, and boom, I made it to the show.
Nice.
Everything is great.
That's dope.
Yeah, so I'd like to send love out to all the Mystic Vision crew, to our backup singer Soul, and to Mr. Randy Jackson, with love from Dre Z. Here in New Mexico, we're still going. Call me Gramps Dre, Grandpa Dre. And we keep it young, you know what I mean? We keep it defiant. They're like, how old are you? Say, I'm off a guess. Right. But it's a blessing, as we age, realizing our blessings in life and where we went wrong and where we went right. All we can say is we pray for a new day each day. It's a gift.
It is. And I feel like the interactions I have with anybody who it could be pleasant about, small talk or whatever, you bring a little bit of light, whether it's at the grocery store or something. You say, hey, hello, whatever. People acknowledge, and they're like, oh. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I see a little bit more.
I see a little bit more. When one door closes, many more open.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my wife, Renee, who's mothered all 6 of my children. She's a big strength in my life. My mama Sandra is a huge strength in my life, supporting me in my music 100%. So we give thanks for our elders.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me play that song you didn't get.
Okay.
I'd like to let you know, in case I thought that I would see you, I wanna place, mystically alone in darkness. Remember all them good times, they won't get erased. When time on my hands seem to slip away, but Jah won't slip away, no, no. When time on my hand seem to slip away, but love won't slip away, no, no. More health and protection for our New Mexico family and for the world. More love and strength to each and every one. More protection and peace for the entire world on this agenda of peace on earth. Rastafari.
Beautiful.
Give thanks and praise. That's how it's supposed to come out. There we go.
Thank you for redoing that also. Because
That's what I'm... See, what it is I have open chords because I played that song only on the guitar. That's my guitar song.
okay.
So it strengthens the song to be even better because some of the other songs I played were on my keyboard. But I still have more tunes if you want to hear a couple more that I play on the guitar. But I like throwing in some of my keyboard tracks because of the message of revolution
Right.
and no more war. I have another song called Give Peace a Chance, which I love to play, but I do it on the keyboard. But it's nice to just get the message out.
Right.
People get the message even if my guitar playing is a little under par.
Nah.
Thanks.
I think it's a refreshing breath of fresh air. I mean, to I don't know, the melody and everything's so smooth and easygoing that even people who don't understand the message yet would want to listen to, and like maybe hear in their car on Spotify just jamming out
Very true.
because it's so like easy to listen to. There's no negativity in there. There's no
Garnet Silk and Bob taught me that.
Right.
Jamaica's gift to the world is incredible, but also our Chicano, our music from New Mexico is very special.
right.
That's just not my department. And I wasn't blessed in that manner, although my mama plays music and sings. My auntie plays music and sings beautiful Spanish songs. My brother, bless his heart, Chuck Gutierrez, he passed away, I believe it was 86, 87 of leukemia in Española, but Chuck Gutierrez was a singer and he played, was a musician also, but Spanish, a lot of Spanish.
That's amazing.
But I'm the first generation of my musician family to play reggae, but it's not too far of a switch because there's a lot of similarities musically speaking.
Well, I grew up on a lot of Motown, and a lot of it's singing about love. So when reggae sings about love, it feels very similar.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, let's let the music speak, and I'll play a couple more songs, and
Go for
we
it.
can wrap it up. And
Yeah, you
shoot,
should.
it's been a great meeting and a great reason.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, brother AJ. Wish I had my piano in front of me. Check out the real situation. Nation war against nation. Where did it all begin? When will it end? Well, it seems like total destruction, only solution. There ain't no use, no one can stop them now. There ain't no use, nobody can stop them now. Give them an inch to take a yard. Give them a yard to take a mile. Once a man and twice a child. Well, everything got us for a while. Well, it seems like total destruction, only solution. There ain't no use, no one can stop them now. There ain't no use, nobody can stop them now. There ain't no use, nobody can stop them now. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard to leave it, but I'm not afraid to fight. I know loving is up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gone. It's passing quickly.
Yes, yes.
Give thanks, brother, for having me.
I give thanks too.
Cool. You ready to do
I give lots of
more?
thanks. Yeah,
Alright,
totally.
cool.
I mean, today I'm your pupil.
Blessings. Blessings. Give thanks and praise. Did you want to go through some of those questions that you had for me, or we pretty much were covering some of that already? And I looked over all the questions, so that was, except the last two, which were separate, I didn't get a chance to look at those yet.
No problem.
But as far as putting your questions somewhat in the conversation, I was trying.
Yes, you were, and that's why I feel like it works more organically that way.
Cool. Yeah, it's very organic.
That way. All right. So, what do you hope to contribute to both the reggae and Hispanic music scene in New Mexico and beyond?
Yes, that's a great one. I hope to contribute as Juan Andres Dre Z Gutierrez, quality music keeping the traditions of authentic music in a reggae form, keeping the Rastafari culture and the orthodox highlights of reggae music, which it was presented from Jamaica in all its forms. Being a New Mexican, relating it to our ancestry and our families. We love our families here in New Mexico. And so I'm putting it out as a Chicano New Mexican. This music is a powerful spiritual music to bring people together in this new time, 2025, with a orthodox reggae Christian base, Rastafarian, Haile Selassie, King of Ethiopia, rightful ruler of the world, from a Chicano point of view, traveling to Jamaica and studying, traveling to Spain and studying, traveling to Hawaii and studying, you know, going to feast days, and I love my friends Toa and Jemes Pueblo, discovering my roots in Espanola and Velarde, discovering my roots in Mexico, knowing Haile Selassie from Ethiopia visited Mexico, and I believe even stated we were brothers. Mexico and Ethiopia. Let me be a Mexican American representative of Rastafari reggae music coming out of New Mexico, and I hope to be recognized for that here in New Mexico, and I hope that people can relate to the music that I'm creating on my guitar, on my keyboards, which is reggae music. But of course, there's other influences that I have here in New Mexico. You know, I love our Spanish music that my grandma would play and my mama played. Of course, we love our roots here in New Mexico, and our abuelitas and our grandfathers and our uncles. I love that. I was greatly influenced by Caribbean music. So I didn't choose reggae, and reggae chose me. And same with Rasta. So I'm here to put forward a message of good music, most high respect and love for culture, for humanity, and for the body, for health. I've been a vegetarian and alcohol-free only to preserve my physical and my mental in this world of so many, you know, sugars and, if you will, Coca-Colas and caffeines and there's a lot of different things that possibly is just not healthy. Off straight from meat, but still I fall victim, you know. Sometimes I drink too much coffee with sugar, you know, and it makes me break out, you know, and it's like, okay, that's enough. I love coffee, but the sugar, you know, I'll put honey.
But living a clean life is, it's like training.
It's training constantly. And it's fasting. I haven't eaten a drop of food today, not once. But what it does is it keeps my body hot temperature, you know. And it's good to fast, and then it makes that meal when you get it just so good. And not all the time. You know, you go to grandma's and shoot, I'm gonna have beans, and I don't eat meat, but I'm having beans and rice and 3 burritos with green chili, red chili. You know, I don't eat cheese either, but give me a huevo. You know, give me some salad, you know, some cornbread, and but I stress good health for New Mexicans because there is, you know, a lot of bad things for our health, you know.
Well, and then one thing people do turn to, me included, is when we have like certain anxieties or mental health issues, you eat and snack, and sometimes it's excess. So, you know, I may say, oh, well, these are pistachios, but then I ate the whole bag.
And that's a good example. You know, it's easy to, when we're stressed out, to go to what's comforting, you know, and food is very comforting.
Yeah.
That comfort food, man, for me, it's like beans and chili. There's a, you know, what I really love is my grandma's baked sweets, you know, cookies and stuff like that. I'm like, that's enough, Dre, that's enough.
I can eat cookies.
Man, I love the sugars, but you try to keep it balanced. That's all it is.
Balance.
And me as a Rastafarian, being crowned in Jamaica, studying in Hawaii, traveling to Spain to find my roots, but also here in Native America, it's a real pleasure, you know, showing up in Jamaica. They thought I was from Japan, some of them. No, you're from Japan. And I love telling that story because I'm a fan of Japan as well.
Me too.
But I know our Native American ancestry, there's a lot of deep roots there. And there's a lot of things, but reggae resonates with us New Mexicans.
Yeah.
Reggae resonates with Native Americans. Why? It's because those are our brothers. We are one family.
One family.
And we recognize that. So we see steel poles come through whom I've opened for before. And they're one of the old school.
Yeah.
You know, first to come to New Mexico as a kid, I was like, wow, steel posts. And of course, Ziggy Marley, the Sunsplashes in Santa Fe. I was there.
Nice.
Ras Shiloh, I was there. I want to sing like Ras Shiloh. I want to sing like Garnet Silk. Yeah. These are the voices that we heard. And to me, it was a light. Although I love Linda Ronstadt and Vicente Fernandez, and I love the old school Spanish music, reggae music called my name. And I answered the call. And to me, it's a privilege to continue the teachings of His Majesty here in New Mexico and teach people what I've learned in my connection with the culture and just speaking in real terms. So give thanks.
Yeah, give thanks.
Brother. Give thanks. How about another song?
Sure. That would be great.
Give thanks and praise. My name's Dre Z Melodi. Fellow New Mexican. Fellow brother. I'm an uncle. And I'm a grandfather. You know, we in New Mexico become grandparents young. And it's a privilege. I love my grandma. And I wish her a good day. Grandma Lucy Estrada. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you.
Did you get that first song? You want me to sing it again? Or it didn't record?
No, it recorded.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Give to Rastafari the strength of my life, giving him the strength of my life. Give to Rastafari the strength of my time, giving him the strength of my life. Call me construction without borders, disguise, giving him the strength of my life. Give to Rastafari the strength of my time, giving him the strength of my life. No way to go to the root and find the truth, accepting Ethiopia be represented in your thinking. It is ancient, So we give him the strength of my life, giving him the strength of my life. Oh, give to Rastafari the strength of my life, giving him the strength of my life. Karmic reconstruction without Botox disguise, giving him the strength of my life. Karmic reconstruction without scalpel and knife, giving him the strength of my life. Give to Rastafari the strength of my life, giving him the strength of my life. Oh, well, Lord, yeah. Well, I've been praying every day and night, giving him the strength of my life. Lift up the children and the youth, shine bright. My wisdom, my witness testify. I sing a song, chant a song for right. So while we giving up the strength of my life, what is ancient time? The strength of my life. Oh yeah, oh boy, yeah, yeah. The youth and mind, but giving him the strength of my life. Give to Rastafari the strength of my life, giving him the strength of my life. Karmic reconstruction without body disguise, giving him the strength of my life. Karmic reconstruction without scalpel and knife, giving him the strength of my life. Well, Lord, ooh, yeah, hello, yeah. Give to Rastafari the strength of my life, giving him the strength of my life. Give to Rastafari the strength of my time, giving him the strength of my life.
Thank you. That was a treat.
Sweet, thank you.
It really is. I mean, someone like me admires someone like you because not only are you talented, but you can sing and you play several instruments. It's like knowing different languages. If you meet someone they know like 5 languages, you're like, wow, like that takes a lot of work to know that stuff, and then also do it as well as you do.
Thank you.
It's hard not to look up to you, you know, because it's so pure and honest almost.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate it.
It's a privilege. Like I said, it's an honor and privilege. I was crowned and blessed in Jamaica. I'm from New Mexico, Santa Fe, Española.
Mm-hmm.
My father owned Angelina's restaurant, and he just passed away. His name was Fidel Gutierrez Jr. Born in 1930. I come from an old school family, and I'm here to raise up the energy and raise up my brothers and sisters from New Mexico, using reggae music as a vehicle, but not using it, living it.
Mm-hmm.
Livity, respectfully, full of manners,
Mm-hmm.
for Jamaica, gift to the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jamaica's gift. And so we love and respect Jamaica for that. And of course, we know the origin of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Put the word origin backwards. Negro. The origin is black. So we're bringing it back to the root. Yeah, so this is why reggae music is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all a part of the story.
Right.
And they've tried to erase where we come from and the stories.
Yeah.
They tried to pervert it. They did, and distort it. But we're bringing it back to love. Yeah. Let me play another song for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that water, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
This is a treat to be here and to heal. I hope this reaches the world.
Me
I
too.
hope
Me
it
too.
reaches everyone. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate this.
Me too. It's a very special day.
And to be honest, like afterwards, I've met a lot of friends this way, people that I consider friends, and it's helping me to branch out and meet good people who truly just want to look out for each other.
Truly.
Like, I
brother.
don't want to be above you, or I'm not competing against you or something. I just want to be
below.
next to you,
We are. That's
walking this
right.
life.
Walking this life next to each other, helping each other, and respecting each other's beliefs, space, but yet working together.
Right, right. And doing it honestly, not having a ulterior motive, and not trying to gain something.
Nah. We're not trying to be rich.
Bring awareness.
Awareness.
That's it.
I'm trying to bring awareness and spread love through music and these technology and these microphones.
Yes. It's a little bit of a struggle.
It's never easy. Thank you for your work and for your equipment and investments and
No problem.
your queen and what you guys do for the world. Because I couldn't do it without you.
Yeah.
I would be doing laundry right now, which I still gotta do, and shopping for my family, and
Right.
which is a privilege also. So this time is special, and because you scheduled this with me and made the time, the world gets a treat. New Mexico gets a treat of what we do, and when we're in the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an easy life here in New Mexico always, you know. We're not privileged, you know. You know, although I'm rich in familia, and I'm rich with music, good health, that's my richness. I still struggle with my bills. I'm sometimes like, bruh, how am I gonna make this next thing, you know? And I have a job. I farm vegetables, which I have. My father was a farmer. He farmed apples in Velarde.
Okay.
That's my family. And I still farm and play music. But it's not easy.
No.
But what is love.
And the healthy life that you get to live with each other.
That's right. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
All right, let me put this on this song.
Okay. And if you want to redo that first song, I wouldn't mind, obviously.
Okay.
I would love for you to play it, but
Okay, yeah. If you
just
want-
to positively get the best
Quality sound. Okay. Am I getting too close to this mic? It's a habit to sing into a mic.
I don't think so.
Okay. It's hearing everything pretty good.
Yeah, it's touching the. I don't know what that stuff's called, but I know it's supposed to touch that limiter.
Yeah. The
It looks
red,
like-
like open the lid.
It's definitely picking it up.
So the last song I played was called Strength of My Life by Akibeka and Dre Z Melodi. And it's a collaboration Vaughn and I did in Boulder, Colorado. And we had it reproduced in California by my Bridget Marnell by the name of Goa Chant and Trinity Farm Studios Records. But this song is called Revolution.
tuning.